It's amusing to watch little children work hard with a box of crayons. Their tongues kind of stick out to one side as they concentrate really hard on staying and coloring within the lines. Other children just make this messy explosion of colors and swirls. Regardless of the style, it seems then that every little kid runs up to mom and dad when they're done, waving their picture for mom and dad to see. Their work, it just feels like an extension of themselves, and they want mom and dad to recognize their creation. I see a little part of God's creativity and His handiwork when I visit places like Yosemite's breathtaking Half Dome, or Greece's mysterious Meteora, the huge and fantastic falls on Niagara River, or Champagne Beach on the Caribbean island of Dominica, or the majestic Grand Canyon. I see Him in the awe-inspiring Swiss Alps. I see Him in the stars that He threw into place and in the sun that He told to rise every morning. I get a sense of awe and wonder in God's handiwork even when I see the zoo babies at the Cincinnati Zoo with creatures like Fiona the hippo, or Theo the giraffe, or Audra the raccoon, or Chris the cheetah. Now, God isn't looking for our approval when He did these things. I think He was hoping maybe we'd look to the one responsible for the beauty and see how He delights in creation and in us. Now, since God isn't here with us in physical form, sometimes it's easy to feel like He's distant. It can be really hard to know how He feels about us or what His character is really like. I think that's why God painted parts of Himself into all of creation, so we could get to know Him better. He said He even made human beings in His image, each of us reflecting just a small part of who He is. We are image bearers. Every person who crosses your path today bears the image of God. Every person you lock eyes with today matters to God. Because I believe to my toes in the intrinsic value of every human being, I'm working hard to develop a few habits in my life to show respect to other humans. For example, I try to differ without demonizing. Respectful people, I think, train themselves to respect others while disagreeing with them, rather than developing some devaluing attitude or diminishing attitude or demonizing them. The second habit I'm working really hard on is to believe the best. Respectful people extend reciprocal grace to one another. They assume positive intent, and they don't immediately rush to judgment. A third habit I'm trying to develop is not interrupting or dominating a conversation. I think respectful people genuinely want to hear the opinions and the feelings of other people, and we demonstrate that as respectful people by listening rather than controlling a conversation. A fourth habit for me is using no incendiary words. Respectful people show respect by very carefully choosing the words that they use. And a fifth habit is just trying to be courteous to everyone. Respectful people are kind and inordinately courteous to other people. They consider many viewpoints, and they form their opinions very carefully. Now, see if you can see God in the actions of number 50 in this little clip.
Oh my God.
God always seems to show us the most important things from the most unlikely teachers. I see God in number 50. I sure want to be a number 50 today. If you don't feel like you can see God very clearly today, look up, look around. He hid parts of himself in everything that he made. What attributes of God do you see as you orient yourself to all of God's creations?